Hi, my name is Lou and I welcome you to another episode from my Minecraft single player world. Now I've been sitting here and I've been thinking a bit. And what I've been thinking is that when I'm doing building and pretty stuff, I don't really take you with me on the journey. You know, I don't really say, here's the plan, here's how we do this, and then we do this. I just do and show, and do and show. Partly because I don't really plan stuff. And today I want to change that. So there will be no, oh, hey, look, I did a thing today whatsoever. That being said, oh, hey, look, I did a thing. This is my storage room for mob drops. From gunpowder over special stuff up to just meat. And this is right next to the greenhouse in here. The original plan was that this would be my bedroom actually, but then I wanted to add this stairway up to this platform and there was just not enough space to make a cozy bedroom. Oh hey, look, I did a thing! This is my underground storage room, just for bulk storage, everything I have a bunch of. Most of these chests are actually empty at the moment because I have enough space up top in the actual house, but everything that doesn't fit up there is going down here. And this is obviously not finished whatsoever, but it's a thing and I'm really proud of the floor. Look at the floor, it's pretty. Oh hey, look, I did a thing! There's a tree here, and another tree there and there. And in here I've kind of started building a bit of an relaxation area. With some lanterns that aren't lanterns, but that are cool and colorful, and I really like them. I'm really proud of this tree in particular. This is the first tree I made actually. And I've been on a bit of a bicycle tour recently. And I saw many trees that kind of split at the very bottom. So essentially it was two trees, but they are one tree. And I really thought that was cool, so I built it, and it really is cool. I also really need to start making sure that these mushrooms don't spread everywhere, because right now they're spreading like crazy. And you can see I've been trying to stop them from spreading by putting stuff on every block around here. But there's still blocks without stuff on them. And that definitely needs to change. Because if you look around here, every block has something on it. And I really like that, to be honest. Of course, sometimes it's just a carpet. And that is good as well. Because you don't want to overload everything. But in itself, I really like having a lot of detail around. The entire base is going to be relying on seeing things up close and being right by things. And just the perspectives you get from walking around on the ways. You may have also noticed that the bee farm is gone. That's because somehow all the bees died or disappeared or something like that. I have no idea where they have gone. But they aren't there, so what I'll do is I'll make a new greenhouse with a new bee farm somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where, but right now there's no greenhouse with bees anymore. Anyways, this is where we're going to be building today. For one, we need to extend the wall. I've kind of marked out with buttons where I want the wall to go. It'll go all the way here, and then here. And this little hill, I think I want to make a bit of a cliffside. Then I want to build my nether portal into the cliff around here and just have kind of a bit of corruption spreading that would probably have broken down the wall at one point and then slightly, very slightly spread into the greenery here. But not very far. You know, most of the corruption is gonna be outside of the wall. But that is what I plan on doing with my nether portal. Now I don't expect this to be all done in today's episode because I have other plans as well. But I'm really looking forward to doing some building. Alright, so before we take care of the wall, I do want to finish this cozy area, because I want to be sure where this ends and then I know where exactly the wall is going to go. So I think I definitely want to put 2 more trees around here. One maybe around here-ish, and one right here, so that I can block this kind of view. I'm not sure what I think about the 2 main branches being so close to each other. As you can see over here, well, you can't really see, but this one is much more straight than this one is. It's kind of hard to see, but the 2 are much farther away from each other than these 2 are. But I think I'll just go with it. Because who cares? It doesn't need to be perfect. None of these are perfect, none of these need to be perfect. That is very much a lesson I need to learn myself. So I'm just gonna tell it myself over and over again. It does not need to be perfect. Alright, and when we've taken care of all of that, we can start adding branches. What I've done with all 3 of these trees is that every single branch is 3 blocks long. And that's probably not the best thing to do, to be honest. Because that's just not the case, that every single branch is the same length. I'm definitely moving all of these branches upwards. So the branches in my birch trees by the field all go downwards, but these branches go upwards. Only the very low branches are kind of sloping downwards. Here's an example of that. This branch goes downwards. And that makes it easier to be visible below the leaves. That works. I think that works. Now the next part is, of course, to add some leaves. And in this case I tend to begin at the very top of the tree. So these are the uppermost parts. And I just spam leaves. I guess I'll see you when I'm done spamming leaves. There we are. I think that works. It looks like the same type of tree that the others are, which is really the main requirement. I'm really happy with the leaves that are kind of falling over the wall here. I think that really improves the look of both the wall and the tree. That's maybe something I need to do more often. Anyways, this tree is done now, and I said I wanted another tree right here. These trees are kind of annoying to build, so I'm probably just going to put a sapling tree here, and I'll just hope that it kind of blends in with the rest. I think it should work. So we're gonna place a sapling here, and then we're just gonna bone meal it and see what happens. Oh wow, that's quite the tree. That's more than I expected. Well, hey, that actually blends in really well. Now I wish I had done all of them this way. That would have been much less work. Much less work if I had just planted 5 saplings around. Ah, dang it. Well, we can start working on the inside now. So over here at the pond, you might be able to see that it's kind of a lot of magenta around, a lot of purples. There's the alliums, there's those bushes, there's pink candles, and the magenta lantern from over there is just visible over here. And to contrast that, I want this area in here to have a slight blue tone, right? We have a lot of water here and here. And I've added nether sprouts and blue flowers around. There's a slight problem with that in that there's more pink flowers than blue flowers. So there's really just these 2 things and then the warped stuff from the nether that I can work with here. But I think that works, and maybe I can add some yellow flowers. Sadly I don't have any sunflowers yet, but I think this is gonna be still a bit of a blue and yellow theme to contrast the pinks and purples around there. Now another thing you might notice is that I've added a bit of a beach here, or some sand at the shore of this little lake. And that is because I've got these turtle eggs. And I want to have some turtle eggs around. So turtle eggs that are on sand, like this one, are going to hatch. And turtle eggs that are placed on sandstone, like this, should not hatch. So I think having some turtle eggs around and a turtle that will hopefully spend most of its time in this pond will really add to this area and make it a bit more calming. Because turtles don't really move much, right? They're a bit chill. And I think that works for this area. I think I'm pretty happy with this. I said I would add more blue. I did. I added these signs on the posts of the thing. And I think I like them. I'm not entirely sure on those. What I am really proud of is these little plants, which are just warped vines with mini gold blocks on top. I have the data pack that enables wandering traders to give out mini blocks. And I got those gold blocks from them. And I really think that they look like little flowers on top of the warped vines. And that makes me pretty happy. I really like it. The turtle eggs need to be replaced. I forgot that zombies would come in and stomp on them and destroy them. So that's fine. I've got enough turtle eggs. This little rock kind of adds more variety, I think. Now something else I did is I started sketching out a cliffside, the very top of the cliffside, where I would add my nether portal in. So I will be terraforming the hill that this cliff is going to be on. And I think what I'll do is I'll make this a bit of a wooded area, a bit of a forest. And maybe with this kind of ground, a lot of podzol, a lot of browns and some moss. And because the house is over there, and to make sure that it wouldn't make sense to have the house up here, I'm thinking of adding a bit of a spring here, like a lake that then goes into a river down here and to the side somewhere. And I think that will be good. So let's get to that, shall we? Alright, I think this works. As you can see, I've added the cliff in here. And in the cliff is a portal where corruption is spreading from. I'm not quite sure if I want everything quite as leafy as it is, but I really wanted to try to show off that there's a bit of a gradient going on with like lush greenery around here, and it gets darker and darker where the corruption is. But maybe I should add some gaps around just to make it a bit more natural. But yeah, this is my permanent portal location, I think. So if we go in here, we can see that we end up in literal hell. A small problem that has happened is this, which is that not only zombies at night are trying to get to the turtle eggs over here, but you want to get there as well, don't you? Luckily, these guys are not very bright and don't go around here. They try to somehow jump over here where they can't. They can. Oh. No. No, no, stop, stop, stop. Yeah, that happens. So what happened there is that apparently zombie piglins can't jump on top of drip leaf, even if there's more than enough space for them to go. And I think I've seen zombies stuck in the same corner here. That is really interesting. Alright, I very much expect to regret this a lot, but science must be had. So I have a lot of drip leaf around here in different configurations. One, they have to just jump over the drip leaf. It's one block up from the ground and they need to jump over it. Configuration number 2, the drip leaf is in the ground. They just need to walk over it, no jumping involved. Configuration number 3, they can drop onto the drip leaf. Either just walk onto it, which is technically probably the same as that one, or drop onto it from one block up. And configuration number 4, they need to walk under the drip leaf. Now, shall we test this. I'm very nervous. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, you can walk over that. But only over that. You don't walk under that. You walk under... Okay, you can walk under 3 block tall. Alright, they are not mad at me anymore. And I've decided, why not be smart for once? So I have a ghast shield. And I have a weird cage. And a turtle egg. So... this should be enough to get their attention. Exactly. And to get them to try to get in here. Now that is interesting. So I think we can see that the direction of the drip leaf doesn't seem to matter. I think we can also see that even though they can go in over here, they don't try to. So their pathfinding does not go over drip leaf at all. What I haven't seen yet is any of them drop onto the drip leaf from a block above. And I don't think I will see it anytime soon, because all of the zombie piglin in the area are already here. I'm about to start the next test. As you can see, I have added walls everywhere around except there. And that way we can hopefully see whether the piglins can drop onto the drip leaf from above. Okay, that's interesting. They seemed severely unimpressed standing here. But as soon as one of them went down here, they all went down. Alright, let us review what we have learned. First off, if the drip leaf is in the ground, the piglins can walk right over it. It is officially not a problem. Secondly, if the drip leaf is just normally standing there like a 1 block tall plant, the piglins can not go over. Unless another entity drops the drip leaf down for them, in which case they can go through. It is officially a problem for them. Number 3. The piglins can walk from a block directly onto the drip leaf but then need to drop down to get to the next block. This is officially not a problem. Number 4. The piglins need to drop down onto the drip leaf from a block above and can then walk down from the drip leaf again. Now we have seen that if the piglins are standing on a block and would need to go up a block and then down a block onto the drip leaf, that is complicated. They don't do it unless another piglin does not need to jump up a block and shows them that they can walk down to the drip leaf. It is officially weird. Test number 5. They need to walk below the drip leaf. And they can't. And I can't either. I can only sneak below a drip leaf. Which is because there is a small hitbox here, which means that the space under a drip leaf is smaller than the space under a block. It is officially a problem. And the final test. A 3 block tall drip leaf has no collision box whatsoever in the lower 2 blocks. It is officially not a problem. Now, the question is, what do we do with all this knowledge? The answer is, I don't know. I have no idea what to use this for. But the good thing is that science doesn't need to have a purpose. Science is science. It's its own purpose. I mean, I'm pretty sure people are still arguing whether grass is green. What I'm trying to say is, this was fun. I had fun sciencing up piglins and running in terror and dying a lot. It was fun. It's all it needs to be. And maybe, I don't know how, but maybe we can use this for a gold farm? Who knows? Who knows? But I'm afraid we are not going to find out quite yet, because this episode is pretty much over now. We've done piglin science. That's pretty much all we've done. We've done a bit of prettiness over there, and we'll see what we'll do next time. Until then, bye bye.